This is women's 63 kilogram, 138 3/4 pounds, and this one is for a ticket to the World Championships in Uzbekistan. It's Elena Pirozhkova out in the red singlet. She's the 2012 World Champion, 2012 Olympian, and she's the national champion. And her opponent in the blue singlet, Erin Clodgo. Clodgo was second in the 2011, 2013, and this year's U.S. Open Championship. These two wrestlers split their first two bouts, with Pirozhkova winning the first match 4-0 before Erin Clodgo came back in the second match, winning that one by the score of 2-1 and surprising Elena Pirozhkova. And this one, as I said, Jake Herbert, is for a ticket to the World Championships.
Absolutely, the most important match, number 3 out of best 2 out of 3, and this is the one that's going to tell everything, and you really got to dig down deep and really want it. I mean, that last match has been, a lot of it's been a lot Elena in this match, but Erin, you got to give her credit. She capitalizes well, puts herself in all these positions to win these matches.
Now, again, these two wrestlers met in the Open Championships last month. Pirozhkova beat Clodgo 3-0, and in their first match earlier today, it was Pirozhkova who won 4-0. And then in their second matchup, Clodgo defeated Elena Pirozhkova 2-1. So I don't know if it's low scoring because of respect or one's just not able to score on the other, but you don't really look for that high of a scoring match here.
No, you really wouldn't expect to see that.
No, especially since they're practice partners, they work out together. They're very familiar with each other's offense, and that's what makes it so much harder. Is they know what they're going to do, they know what to look for, they know how to not, give up points on one another.
Elena Pirozhkova, a 6-time Open champion. She won her first Open championship in 2009 and then has won every year since then. She's a 2010 World Silver medalist and 2013 World Bronze medalist, and as I said, a 2012 World Champion. So she wants to get back to the world stage, but I think we all know that deep down in her heart of hearts, she wants to get to Rio, and she wants to win that Olympic gold.
Ultimately, that's what every athlete wants. They want that Olympic gold medal, and I'm sure that's why Jake's coming back out. He wants to be an Olympic champion.
Shot clock has started right now for Erin Clodgo. So she's got 30 seconds in which to score. If not, Pirozhkova will pick up a point. Just a little under 2 minutes gone in the first period. And you get the feeling that every point is going to just count a lot.
Absolutely.
Yep. Right here, and that's a big first point right there for Elena. I mean, and you watch this, both girls head-to-head, wrist-grabbing, finger-fighting down in there. There's not really a lot of shot attempts because, they have such good defense. You don't really see anybody get to a leg.
No. Elena just wants to win this match. Doesn't have to be pretty, but she just wants to win it.
Now, we saw in the previous bout where Elena Pirozhkova probably overextended just a little bit too much, and Clodgo threw her for 2 points, which was the margin of victory that she needed in that match. So I've got to feel that Pirozhkova is going to probably try to wrestle a little more under control from start to stop.
Yep, exactly. Try to force Erin to take the bad shots. She's trying to make sure that she is the one that comes out on top of these scrambles and doesn't overextend herself and put herself in huge risk to give up points.
Elena's in a good spot now. She's ahead. She doesn't have to overextend. Like you said, she can just kind of wait it out.
Yep.
Take an opportunity if it's there or capitalize on a mistake.
Final seconds of the first period here in the third bout between these two wrestlers. About ready to tick away. And as they do so, Elena Pirozhkova takes a 1-0 lead going into this midpoint. And now there are 6 Olympic weight classes for the women, and that's a great thing. We've got 6 Olympic weight classes for the men as well. But in the World Championships coming up in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, there's going to be 2 non-Olympic weight classes. For the men, it's 61 kilos and 70 kilos. And for the women, it's going to be 55 kilos and 60 kilos. They will not be wrestled in the Olympics, but they will be wrestled in the non-Olympic years for world titles. Now, those particular weight classes will be contested in conjunction with the Junior and Cadet National Championships, slated for July in Fargo, North Dakota, arguably the biggest wrestling tournament on the planet. So here we go, second period. 1-0 lead right now by Elena Pirozhkova. By the way, the women will be wrestling in those non-Olympic classes July the 19th, the men in freestyle July the 24th. That'll be in Fargo, North Dakota.
To have an opportunity to compete in a world championship, to have those extra weight classes, I think that's, you know, it'd be great if they were in the Olympic Games, but the fact that they're not, at least you can pick up a world championship.
Well, Lee, here's the neat thing about the women. The women, prior to that decision being made, had 4 weight classes in the Olympic Games. Now they're on an even par with men's freestyle.
Well, women's wrestling is growing in popularity throughout the world, you know, and their technique is getting better. They're becoming more athletic. You know, it's a real sport.
Is growing throughout the world. In Japan, the top team, along with Russia, the 2 top teams in the world. A lot of top wrestlers will be in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, men and women. But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Absolutely. I mean, and these girls have come such a long way. I mean, technically, you know, you used to see just a lot of, like, you know, what people would call sloppy wrestling. But now these girls are technically as good as all the men right now. You give them enough time, you give them the opportunities, you give them the chances, and these girls are going to come out and they're going to impress you. And that's what it's about, and that's what this equality is. I mean, you want to talk about how do you save these men's wrestling programs? Right here's your answer right here on the mat. Women's wrestling. That's Title IX. That's how you defend it. That's how we start to grow our sport.
Absolutely.
These women have really, really brought this sport up. No 2 ways about that. As right now, Pirozhkova's put on the shot clock. And so if she doesn't score a point here in the next 30 seconds, it'll be Clodgo who picks up the 1 point for the shot clock.
This could be the match right here for Elena. She's got to score now. If she doesn't, now you've got a tie
it's
score.
1-1, and she's losing because she gave up the second point, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So this is going to be it. So, I mean,
This is so important because that last point that was awarded.
and there it is. 1-1, a minute 16 left. Let's see what the champ is made out of, right?
I know, absolutely. That's tough. But you don't win a championship without a test.
No, you need that. You always need those tests,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? Rather it's an injury, rather it's something unexpected, rather who knows what it is. I had to have shoulder surgery 3 months before the Olympic trials. And, you know, that's what happens. You know, who knows what's here. And right here, Elena's got to dig down deep, and that's how a true champion is made. They're able to overcome this adversity and anything thrown at them.
Well, she's got 1 minute to make it happen right now, either one of them. If Pirozhkova wants to head back to the World Championships, she's got to get active.
She's got less than a minute.
Yep, and there's the ref right now telling Erin that she's got to open up and go, that she can't just hold back and just defend. And there was a great leg attack right up the whistle to make it look like, you know, hey, I'm attacking, I'm doing something in here, I'm not just holding out.
And Clodgo was really put on the shot clock when the referee stopped that match. And so right now, it's Clodgo who's got the score, or Pirozhkova will pick up the point. And Pirozhkova, if Clodgo couldn't score and time expires, would be the one to win this weight class and head to the World Championships.
What a battle so far. I mean, no points being scored, but still these girls are out, sorry, these women are out here just battling. They're putting everything. You can just see the sweat dripping off, and you can see the exhaustion from these women. And there's that 1 point for, you know, Elena right now.
So Pirozhkova goes up by the score of 2-1. And they've all been as a result of being unable to score when the shot clock was started.
She's in the driver's seat now. I mean, it'd be pretty tough for her to lose this one. But these two women are very evenly matched.
Yes, they are training partners, and they're going to push each other really well. You know, I'm sure Elena's going to credit a lot to Erin, you know, for pushing her to getting these medals and doing this, and is going to be a big factor in Elena's training for the summer in preparation for Uzbekistan.
Absolutely.
Well, by virtue of a 2-1 victory over Erin Clodgo, Elena Pirozhkova wins the ticket to the World Championships by taking 2 out of 3 bouts from Clodgo in the 63-kilogram category. It's Elena Pirozhkova on her way to Tashkent, Uzbekistan.